Today's edition of the American Contractor Show. I am your host, John Dye, and this show is all about you and helping you guys become all that you can be. Once again, our mission every week is to inspire, motivate, and equip contractors to be the best contractors that exist on the entire planet. Thank you so much for everything that you do and for being a part of the American Contractor Show family. Guys, I got some huge news for you guys today. This is massively huge, especially if you're a roofing contractor. You want to hear me out. If you're a homeowner and you live on the East Coast, you want to hear this one because this is a massive, huge announcement. In fact, I found out about this announcement through some local news sources. And so I kind of heard in the grapevine that there was a big manufacturer coming to Indiana to build a new factory. And this factory would allow them to move product further east than what they currently do. They currently cut off here at the Indiana line. Anyways, Malarkey Roofing initially announced that there was a preemptive announcement made that they were building a plant far north of Indianapolis in Anderson, Indiana. Well, that all fell apart, apparently. It's all completely changed. That did not work out the way they thought it would. And a local newspaper here, right outside of my office, told us that they're building a shop, like a new $200 million facility to manufacture shingles right over there. I could literally point at it. It's like a half mile that way from my office where we are shooting this exact video right now. This is crazy. Malarkey is going to build a plant right over here. So congratulations, Malarkey. Congratulations, Franklin, Indiana. You guys just scored 215 new jobs. But most importantly, congratulations to you, the contractor. Why? Because now you guys, especially you guys that are in Ohio and Pennsylvania and West Virginia and some of these other markets that currently cannot sell this incredible product from Malarkey Roofing, will now be able to provide this to your customers and homeowners. Hey, now maybe you guys can get Malarkey roofs on your house, which if you know anything about them, it's a really special product and they offer some really cool stuff that not all shingle manufacturers offer. So that's big news. And it's big news for us, obviously, because they're going to be our neighbors. So that's awesome. I'm excited about it. We're really good friends with Malarkey. We love what they do, and they have been great friends of our show, and they've supported us for years and been a great partner for us. We've done lots of content with them in the past, and I even put their shingle on my mom's house, and there's a whole video about it on YouTube, so go check it out. But congratulations. Welcome, Malarkey, to Franklin, Indiana, and yeah, we'll send a gift over once that plant is opened up, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a plant build right over here, and I'm guarantee you we will get you content showing that plant build progress and what's going on and help you guys stay informed as to what's happening. So welcome to Indiana and welcome to Franklin. It's awesome to have them here. All right. That's cool news. I'm excited about that. I'm kind of pumped. I saw that this morning and I thought, you got to be kidding me. Malarkey is coming to Indiana. Welcome here. That's awesome. I got to make some calls now and talk to some people and make sure that, that is actually happening, but the newspaper reported it, so it's got to be true, right? So, all right, I got a whole, we're going to shift gears for a second. We're going to go into commercial a little bit. We don't talk much about commercial here on the show, although commercial is obviously a large segment of the construction world. You know, all you commercial contractors out there, I know you exist, and you guys are awesome, and I got something for you today. QBE North America released their 2024 commercial construction risk report, okay? So this is basically them highlighting the threats to the commercial construction industry, what the managers that manage these companies think the biggest threats are, and what they're potentially looking at and how they're viewing it. But the top risks that were identified, top concern, 42% of respondents expressed that this was a major concern to them, was cybersecurity threats. Okay, we're in construction and we're worried about cybersecurity threats, and this is on the top of mind for commercial construction managers. I've been around this industry my entire life. I never imagined there was going to be a day where cybersecurity was going to be 42% the top of mind threat for our industry and for what we do as construction professionals. But according to this report, cybersecurity threats is 42%. The next one is financial challenges. Cost overruns 35%, high interest rate 33%. So obviously financial issues are a big deal. And then labor shortages are 28%. They highlighted that labor shortages and lack of skilled labor is a major threat to the construction industry right now, the commercial construction industry. This was a survey of 500 contractors, and managers, and it reveals that they are unprepared for these top risks, and they basically indicating that they need better risk management for this. Um, Obviously, we talked about rising costs, inflation, and high interest rates. 40%, that's a major factor. And that's what's leading to those cost overruns that they're worried about, is that, they lock in prices. They say, hey, we're going to build a building for this much today. And then prices go up on material, on labor, on different things. And that causes you to have overruns on your budgets. And obviously that goes right to the bottom line. That's a major hit to these companies. And not all these companies have huge margins. And so it's something that's a major concern for them. The technology one, that one was crazy. The adoption of new technology improves safety and efficiency, but it also increases cyber vulnerabilities. So they're adopting a lot of new technology, but it's causing them to potentially be at risk because of it. So nearly half of these respondents say that they have a plan. They're putting together a plan to improve safety, or to improve their safety plans, and they have a better and more frequent training is going to be needed for that to happen. So interesting report. It's going to emphasize what the major risks are. I never imagined that cybersecurity was going to be the top risk or the top threat to the commercial construction industry, but apparently that is the top threat according to these managers that were surveyed, along with the other things, which were financial overruns and the costs and high interest rates. And the major stuff that we hear about every day is obviously affecting commercial construction, just like it's affecting residential construction, just like it's affecting the average American's household right now. Inflation is obviously a big concern, and it's causing people to make different decisions. So interesting report. Was not expecting that one, but it's a cool report nonetheless, to be able to identify these risks and to start putting plans in place to mitigate them better in the future. All right, this was an interesting article I found. There was a report that the sky-high housing prices are causing people to build rental homes, like developments that are just rental homes. Like they're building houses with the exact idea that they're going to rent them out. Record-breaking construction in 2020. In 2023, 93,000 new single-family rental homes were completed, which was a 39% increase from 2022. That's a massive shift in the way that developers are doing their business models. That more Americans are now renting rather than buying is a big indicator for our industries. And if you are in the home services space, like rentals are not the same as owner-occupied homes. Like they're not going to go in there and upgrade their homes and provide new things. Like what the renter puts in, what the owners put in is what they go with. And a lot of these big giant conglomerates are not necessarily always the easiest companies to work with. And so it's pretty interesting. The locations for these homes, they're diverse, and they range from 1-bedroom cottages to 5-bedroom houses, but they're finding that they're primarily being built in the outer ring suburbs of Arizona, Texas, and Florida. Those are the 3 states where you're seeing that a lot of these homes are being built. Despite slower rent growth post-pandemic, house rents remain higher than apartment rents. So they're learning that they're getting more revenue from the houses and the apartments. And occupancy rates in rental houses are more resilient than in multifamily buildings. So a lot of these renters are saying, these companies are saying, hey, it's better for us to build homes for people to live in. And it's honestly because of the lifestyle of the American. I mean, it's part of the American dream to have a home. And so a lot of more people are renting rather than buying. But one of the big reasons for this too, though, is affordability issues. If you didn't realize this is a crazy statistic, and it's something that we need to keep an eye on because it's going to affect our industry. But home affordability is at its lowest since the 1980s. High home prices, mortgage rates above 8%. People are just, it's keeping even relatively affluent Americans from renting. I had a conversation last night with a friend, and we were talking about home rentals, and it's something that, if I were to put my home on the market today to rent, that rental would be probably a lot less than what a mortgage would be to buy the exact same house. And so a lot of people are opting to rent rather than buy right now because it's just more affordable. Developers like STG Capital Partners, Quinn Residences are developing significant new rental projects. They're seeing sustained demand despite tight lending conditions. There's a lot of investors getting in on this as well, but it's basically comes down to large landlords converting to more of the single family model rather than the multifamily. So you're going to walk into neighborhoods and you're going to find that a lot of those homes are, instead of being rented, or instead of being owned, are actually rented. And there's entire developments being built like this. And so it's a whole different concept. It's a whole different, way of viewing America. Home ownership has been a big thing, especially for the last 30, 40 years now. And now we're seeing that decline, and the flip side of that. And what can we hope for? We can hope for lower interest rates. We can hope for lower inflation, and for home prices to stabilize a little bit better, so that people can afford a home and they can actually go out and buy a home and become, and have that pride of ownership and upgrade and making their house exactly what they want it to be. For right now, though, we're seeing that it's not the case, and that more people are choosing to rent rather than buy right now. And that's an interesting trend that we'll keep an eye on, because it obviously can affect the way that you guys do business, the way that contractors, how they approach these homeowners, and who is actually paying for the repairs, who's paying for all the things that happen. It's not the homeowner as much as now it's these rental companies. So interesting developments, stuff to keep in mind as we progress through the remaining of this year. And so it's a huge deal, especially right now, because I know that a lot of contractors are gearing up. It's storm season, and there's storms popping up all over the country. And if you are a storm guy and you're looking for where the work is and where to find those potential opportunities, I encourage you guys to make sure that you check out our friends over at Hail Trace, because they are the best when it comes to getting you guys in the right place at the right time, so that you know exactly where the storms hit and you're not wandering around looking for damage. You know exactly where it's at. They'll pinpoint it for you and send you right on your way. So make sure to go check out our friends over at Hail Trace and see what they got to offer, because I'm telling you guys, it's pretty incredible. Hey, we'll be right back after this, and I got some cool videos to show you, and you're going to want to see these, because these are pretty fun today. You're going to like them. Hey there, guys. Let's take a second to shine a spotlight on an incredible opportunity for all you hardworking contractors. We're thrilled to have Infinity Home Services on board this season. If you have yet to hear about Infinity, you gotta pay attention to this. Infinity Home Services is not just any roofing contractor. It's a powerhouse backed by private equity, and they're revolutionizing the way we think about roofing services. But here's the best part. They're looking to partner with ambitious contractors that are ready to take their business to the next level. So imagine having the support, the resources, and the expertise of a leading industry player on your side. And because they're all about adding value, Infinity Home Services offers a free, no strings attached evaluation of your business. Click the link in the comments or the show notes, and you could be on your way to unlocking incredible growth opportunities. Don't let this chance slip by. Sign up today for your free evaluation. As a sales leader, you know the importance of every customer interaction. So let me introduce you to Rilla, a powerful tool designed to enhance your team's in-home sales presentations. Rilla records and analyzes your team's interactions, providing detailed feedback that helps pinpoint strengths and identify areas for improvement. It's like having an expert sales coach available 24/7, ensuring your team performs at their best. With Rilla, watch your sales numbers soar as your team closes more deals efficiently. Don't wait to upgrade your sales strategy. Visit the Rilla link in the comments or show notes to discover how Rilla can revolutionize your team's performance. I love doing these. These are always a lot of fun. They've got some cool things out there, but we're going to surf the social medias for some cool construction content and related whatever, cool stuff that would be of interest to you. And we've got our first video here, and I always love diving into some of these trades, especially the ones that we don't do much content on. But electricians, I have a lot of respect for you, but let's check this one out real quick. This is a cool video here.
Hell no. Come on, wait to the no. Come on.
Oh man, so this is a fun one. This is the dangers of being an electrician. I don't know what people were thinking here, but why in the world would you try to pull your service out like that and expect that to be a good idea? I don't know if they're trying to move it. This might be a siding person actually, and not an electrician there, playing with that box. Because it looks like they're doing some siding work, but I might be wrong. But at the end of the day, though, this is not a good idea, folks. Clearly someone that was not qualified for that specific task. Let's go. First off, on a scale of 1 to 10, guys, you tell me how bad of an idea was this? All right, tell us about this. Like, that was a pretty bad deal. But the top comments on this, Number one, wouldn't the guy that was holding him also be shocked? I kind of agree with you on that one. The guy probably should have been shocked, but it looks like he was holding his shirt and not his shirt. I honestly don't even know if the guy got shocked. I think he kind of got scared. Here we go. Number two, because at least he had a guy to pull him back when it hit the fan. So thankful that was a good safety precaution. I think that's OSHA approved. You have a spotter there to pull you back in case things go crazy. Considering he had Bubba ready to rip him off, I think they already knew this was a 10 out of 10, a bad idea. They were prepared for this horrible idea. And then the last one here, this is a prime example of, quote, I know a guy that can do it cheaper. So great content there. What do you say to this one? Like, this is the reality that we work around. Sometimes people work with people like this, and I think I've worked with a guy like this in the past, and it's always interesting. So, all right, let's pull up the next one here. This is a genius or gimmick situation. What do you guys think about this product?
Hands can't put the tape on their wrist. This will do it for you. This is your solution. Another option, you can put the tape holder with the belt, hold tape right on your side. When you're working up on a ladder and you're dropping your tape, you have a place now to put your tape, so that way you don't have to keep going up and down. And lastly, we have a hand masker. We put a tape holder on a hand masker, so now you have a backup roll.
Where do you guys find this at?
180tapeholder.com. We're available on Amazon and direct on our website.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
look at that. So is this a gimmick, or is this something you guys think you need? Is this a genius idea? This is the 180 tape holder. So you have a convenient place to always have tape available when you need it the most. This is a $14 gadget here, $14.29. I think this is in our Amazon store. In case you really want it, we did go ahead and put it in there. So yeah, it's available. I mean, I guess if you're a painter and you're masking off large amounts of things, like, I could see the use in this. I've never thought about it. Never thought, hey, I could really use a good way to hold a roll of masking tape. But this makes sense. Top comments on this one. All right, here we go. Will it work with donuts? Asking for a friend. Of course you are. But will it work with donuts? That's actually a good question, especially in the contracting community, right? Here we go. Number two, it's always the most simple designs that blow my mind. I've always stuck it on my hammer and drop it multiple times a day. This would be very handy when taping a weather mat or concrete insulating foam. Well, I'd love to see this with a little serrated edge to turn it into a quick one-handed job. Okay, I appreciate that. And that's what I was wondering. Like, I think there are moments where this could be really handy to have. Number three, most people won't see the value in this, but working as a painter for 2 years on exterior houses, this would have been pretty great. And I kind of agree, especially like having it on your belt. Like, if you're outside doing taping work and you're trying to tape up a lot of these houses, like, there's so much that you have to do, and being able to just pull that tape off, rip it, put it on, you're all set to go. So yeah, it's a pretty cool roll. It's a good idea. I would say, like, this is probably in our Amazon store. So if you want to link to it, we'll include it here in the comments. You guys can grab this directly. We'll connect you right up to it so you guys can get it. But give us your take. What do you think? Is this a genius idea, or is this a gimmick? I think it's, this could go either way. So I want to hear from you guys. Tell us what you think about this cool idea. All right, next video here. This one goes to all of my door-to-door salespeople, because I know that a lot of you watching, especially roofing, storm guys, you guys like to do door-to-door sales, solar, whatever else. But there's a lot of door-to-door salespeople in our space that are offering home services. Here's a video that we found that had to do with that. Give me your opinions on this.
Hi, ma'am. It's a whole tornado outside.
I know, I was already...
Yeah, go on somewhere. We in cover.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Well, why are you still standing there, honey?
Yeah, I'm just...
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you okay? It's a tornado outside.
I'm just...
Yeah, go home.
I mean, I appreciate the guy's hustle. Like, he's out here in the middle of a tornado, looking for obviously doing some work or whatever he's looking for here. He's out here looking for leads. And yeah, there he goes, rolls away in his little Segway. Interesting situation, right? The tornado sirens are going off. It's loud. It's obnoxious. I couldn't imagine that. Should he have knocked? That's the question. Should he be out there right now or not? I mean, like I said, I appreciate the hustle. Top comments on this as he's rolling away, he's Googling what's a tornado. And then number 2, he said this low-key looked like an intro to a horror film. I kind of agree. His boss said, until you physically see the tornado, you got to keep knocking. You guys have ever known that guy? And then number 4 was he's selling tornado insurance. Great comments. But guess what? This isn't the end of this guy's story, though. This was just part 1 of this guy's situation. This video obviously goes viral. It becomes a big thing. And he comes back the next day. Let's see what he has to say on the next day.
Hey, friend.
How you doing? How you doing being famous from filming that video?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I got like 3 different guys in the area that's like, everyone's telling me that they've seen the guy. You awesome.
What's up, friend?
Yeah. I want to come by and thank you for taking that video.
You're welcome.
You killer.
No
It's Vivian.
problem.
You're making my job a lot easier.
That's good.
So Vivian, I believe, is a alarm company, and they also do I think they do like solar and stuff. But that's who this guy was representing. I finally got to see that on his shirt. But check that out though. Like, I mean, it's you know, he was thankful because he got some of his neighbors to, you know, open up and talk. He's gotten famous now over this video. So, you know, the power of social media made this door knocker's job a whole lot easier. And I know a lot of you guys like to door knock. It's not the most terrible way to get business. It's actually a very, very efficient way to get good business. And then it's good to see like stories like this where things just happen the way they do. And it turns out to be the best thing that could have happened for this guy. I love his personality. So good for him. Thanks for coming back and for thanking her. And thank you for recording this and putting this on the internet and getting things to go viral. All right, let's we got one more video here today. This one is about cats. Let's watch this one.
Descends là. Là, descends là.
Eh bien. Là, là, mon chouchou. Viens, viens manger. Viens, viens. Oui. Viens, mon pépère.
Look at that. All right, so this is great. This is a hack if you're trying to run cables under your deck. Yeah, just send the cat down there, tie a rope to him, and now you've got a run there that you can, you know, pull back and forth and get your get what you got to get done. So pretty interesting idea. Good for them, right? Let's do some comments on this one real quick. Number 1, instructions unclear. My cat now owns my home. Number 2, do not do this to your cat. The next thing you know, he's getting a job with the cable company and joining a union. This is a true danger. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Number 3, as an electrician, I'm bringing my cat to all my jobs now. And then here we go. This one's great. What cable you running? Cat 6? I'll see myself out. That's a good one. That's a good way to put it. So kudos to these homeowners for figuring out, hey, if we want to run this cable, why not just send the cat down? Cats are great at exploring and doing stuff like this. Just tie a rope to them. So good life hack, good lesson. Hopefully you guys use that one on your next job site, and let me know how it goes. Let us know if you think that that's a good idea. And if you try it out, I definitely record it. Send it to us. We'll put it on the internet. I promise we will. That would be great content. So, all right, guys, we'll be right back here in a minute, and I'm going to share with you guys this week's Peak Performance Report Corner, and I've got something really cool to share with you. So the Peak Performance Report is my favorite segment of the show because it's so informative and gives you such great information. Stay tuned because I'm going to share something really cool that's potentially going to change your business. So be right back. If you're in the contracting business, you know how tough it can be to stand out and scale up. That's why I'm excited to talk about Infinity Home Services, a name that's becoming synonymous with success in the roofing industry. Backed by private equity and with a track record of phenomenal growth, they're the partners you've been dreaming of. Here's the invitation to you guys. Infinity Home Services is looking for partners like you. They believe in building strong, mutually beneficial relationships that drive success. And to get the ball rolling, they're offering your business a free evaluation. Imagine getting personalized insights from industry leaders on elevating your business. All you need to do is click the link in the comments or our show notes, and you can get started right away. And this could be the game changer you've been waiting for. So don't hesitate. Click that link and get your free evaluation. Hey, want to ace every sales appointment? Then you got to meet Rilla, your new secret weapon. This innovative technology captures your in-home sales presentations and then analyzes the audio to give you personalized feedback. It's like having a coach with you at every step, helping you refine your approach, boost your confidence, and close more deals. Whether you're looking to sharpen your pitch or handle objections more effectively, Rilla provides the insights you need to grow and succeed. Elevate your sales game with Rilla. Visit the Rilla link in our comments or show notes and start transforming your sales approach today. Welcome back, and I've got this cool peak performance report segment to share with you guys today. Every week we like to highlight one of the pages on the peak performance report, with which this whole report is just packed full of data that's going to help you grow your business based on surveys and results, and how other contractors run their business versus different things. So we talk about this every week. But if you want a copy of the peak performance report, the link is in the comments. Make sure to grab one of these. It's absolutely free to get a hold of, and it's got data points that you want to have, and we'll give you our take on one of these today. And it's got cool data like this. What types of payments do you accept? All right, so the report asks, what types of payments do contractors accept? Most contractors, and it's split up. If you look at the graph here, it's got this bar at the top. The top bars are for base contractors. The bottom darker bars here are for high profitability, high profit. It's high revenue. Sorry, high revenue contractors are the second line. So, credit debit cards. Obviously, 87% of base contractors all offer credit or debit cards. 91% of high revenue do. E-checks, ACH. 74% of contractors offer that as far as base contractors. 83% of high revenue contractors offer that. Obviously, most contractors accept checks. 96% of the base contractors do. 99% of high revenue do. Mobile apps, so PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, that kind of stuff. Actually, 33% of base contractors do versus 30% of high revenue contractors that don't offer that. Or that do offer that. So 70% don't. And then financing, 67%. So where we see the biggest difference here, 67% of base contractors offer financing versus 84% of high revenue contractors that offer financing. And then finally, we have cash, which surprisingly, cash was pretty low. 83% of base contractors accept cash, and 88% of high revenue contractors accept cash. Why that's the case, I couldn't tell you, but it's an interesting breakdown because when you start to look at these different payment methods, high revenue companies accept more payment types in every category except mobile apps. So, they're going to be offering more ways that they can pay. And what's cool is that nowadays it's not that hard. Like most of your QuickBooks accounts can give you credit card access. They can let people pay through ACH in different ways. So it's becoming more and more common. But I will say that the biggest discrepancy here was the financing one. 67% of base contractors offer financing. That means that, based on that number, that's 33% of contractors do not offer financing that are smaller contractors. So if you're in that smaller contractor category, 2/3 of contractors do. That means 1/3 of the competition does not offer financing. That's a massive discrepancy within the space, and you should be looking at ways to offer financing, especially in today's economy and the way people are, dealing with the issues that we're dealing with as a nation. 84% of high revenue contractors do offer financing, and I guarantee you that it's probably the better question to ask here would be what forms of payment are most of your homeowners paying with. So I'm going to see if that's one in here. We may dive into that next week if it's an option. But at the end of the day, how to nail it, they say, according to Job Nimbus, it says, if you want more revenue, you need more ways to accept money. Sounds pretty simple, right? If you want more money, you got to be able to offer it. Meet your customers where they're at to reduce friction and improve profits. I think that's a great tip, and I think it's a great piece of information for most contractors out there, especially if you're trying to grow and scale a business. This report has all types of great information just like this, but being able to offer more forms of payment is 101. If you want more money, give people more ways that they can give you more money, and guess what? They will give you more money, probably, as long as you provide good services and everything else. But at the end of the day, this is a cool report. I appreciate Job Nimbus for doing this and for putting these out. This is such great data to help us as we grow our businesses in order to scale better and to do things in a smart way and don't do things the dumb way, because the information's out there. It's just go download the report. The link's in the comments. Hit that link, download that report, get your hands on it. It's a great piece of information. Guys, I really appreciate you watching today's show. This show is all about you. It's all about helping you become the best contractor you can be. I'm so thankful for everyone that is a part of this week in and week out. This has been a great endeavor, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week here on American Contractor Show. In the meantime, go build something awesome. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good. Thanks for joining us today on the American Contractor Show. Be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and leave your comments below. We'll see you guys in the next one.